Hey there, awesome volunteers. It's another week here at Hope Kids, and I am so excited again for this great weekend that we're going to have kids come. Even last week, we didn't think we'd have as many kids, but we did. So it's awesome how the preschool ministry here is growing at Hope Church. One announcement that I have for you is Dream and Dessert happening. It's September 21st from 7 to 9 here at Hope. We will not have childcare available, and that's just so that as many people can be a part of the meeting as possible. So I invite you on September 21st from 7 to 9 to meet here at church and have our Dream Dessert Night, where we can really get an opportunity to see the vision, where Hope Preschool is going, and also get ideas and feedback from you guys who are in the classrooms every single Sunday. It's a great time to fellowship, but also a great time to vision as far as where Hope Church is going. The next thing that I have for you guys is that we are continuing this week in God Will Fight for You. That's right, the big idea for the month is still God will fight for you. And this week we're teaching the lesson of Rahab. And I know last week was so much fun about the spies and going off to the city and checking it out. Well, this week is just as fun because those spies are going into Jericho, and then Rahab is actually making sure that those spies don't get caught. And in all of that, guess what? God loves Rahab. And so it just goes to show that God will fight for us. He made sure that those spies in Jericho stayed safe, but then at the end, he also made sure that Rahab stayed safe, even when the walls of Jericho fell. So next week is a little spoiler alert for you. Next week is going to be Jericho and the falling of the walls of Jericho, and God will fight for us. So again, I'm so excited about this series, and I hope that you can personally take it into and understand that God's fighting your battles for you too. Even if the situation seems like you are all lost, like when the king came to the door and wanted to know where the spy was, were at Rahab's house, God still had a plan even for these spies. So I hope that you know that God has a plan for you as well. In the infant walker room, I know that we're not going over the story, but I just want to encourage you again to continue to use those stickers of I prayed for you stickers and making sure that the kids are being prayed for inside of these rooms. You can start to communicate this with other volunteers in the room, letting them know even ideas of how you pray for the kids inside of the rooms. You could even pick one verse for the week and pray that over each one of the children inside of the room. Just an idea on how we can make sure that we're praying for each one of these infants and walkers inside of this classroom and not just caring for them. The next thing that I have for you guys is the tip for the week. The tip for the week this week is what happens if a kid pukes in the room or pees in the room? Not something I want to talk about, but sick policy is very important, especially starting at this time of the year. This is the time of the year where a lot of the kids are getting sick, and so I want to make sure that you guys know that the sick policy is not just so the other kids don't get sick, it's so that you as volunteers don't get sick. I don't want you guys to be missing work as much as I don't want these little other ones to get sick. So if you notice anyone in your room that happens to have a fever or looks like they just doesn't seem right, please don't hesitate to radio me, and I would love to come check out that child inside of the room and get the parent to come pick up that kid, because if they are actually sick, I don't want you sick or any of the other kids getting sick inside of the room. But if a kid pukes in the room, they are for sure, without a shadow of doubt, getting picked up by a parent, because I don't know if it's anxiety or if they really are sick, and I'm not going to be the one to judge that. So if they do end up puking in the room, make sure that you put a chair over that puke, you take care of the child, radio me, and we're going to get the child and the parent out of the child out of the room as soon as possible, and then we're going to make sure that we contact that parent so that the parent can come pick them up. In a pee situation though, we just make sure that we put a chair over that pee inside of the room. Then we are going to take care of that child. We have extra clothes for the kids. I've put them all up front now, so they're up front check-in. So we have boys and girls from 2T all the way up to 4T for our extra clothes, and that's boys and girls. So again, thank you so much for all you do at Hope Church here. I know I even have to talk to you guys at Poop or Pee, and you guys are still volunteering. Thank you. You guys are the best. See you this weekend.